everyone, welcome to Sinful Gaming. Hope you're all doing well, hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. It is Hobby Hangout night on a Wednesday. Lovely to see everyone joining us tonight. I'll wait for the chat to fill up, and hopefully we'll see some more faces around as we get hobbying, but lovely to be here and chat with everyone. Hope you're all doing great. Continuing painting up our clan rats, we will see them done eventually. It's taken me a long time. There's a lot of them, 120, but once they're done, it's like the vast majority of the army done, so you know, it is what it is. We recorded another battle report this afternoon, which was cool. We should have Lumineth vs BC Chaos coming up on the channel. Everyone's filling in now. We can see a few more people joining in. If you're joining in, let us know where you're watching from, what you're doing, how your hobby's been treating you. Love to hear from everyone. Hope you're all doing great. Yeah, it was fun. I'm really enjoying playing Beast of Chaos. I like them a lot. They're a really fun army to play. They look awesome too. We'll get to painting up our army properly. So yeah, if you're joining us, hope you've all been well. Hope everyone's been getting a bit of hobby in. I know it's hard in some places of the world to get games in and stuff like that, but I hope you've all been able to scratch that hobby itch in some way in the past week. Jade Earthu, hello mate. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Of course, there is a ton of stuff. Oh, nice. Care for a jelly baby? I would not care for a jelly baby. I'm not particularly fond of jelly babies. But you just got some Savage Oryx. Nice. I love the Savage Oryx. They're definitely my sort of thing. It's probably why I like the Cruel Boys and Tough Fudge cookies they're talking about, hoping to see some more info on those Cruel Boys. Yeah, like, not gonna lie, that was a big discussion, Jerome, when Old World dropped it. Like, people were like, "Oh, wouldn't this be much cooler if it was like the Age of Myth?" Like, Age of Myth would be sweet. Yeah, like that would definitely work. There were people talking about that. I'm going like Age of Myth, like, but Titanicus. It would certainly work. Like, Kragnos' lore, he's not awfully interesting in himself. He's a very much a like fantasy Genghis Khan sort of character. Came from nothing, took over the world, etc. But what his story tells us about is really interesting, I think. I think, you know, learning about like all the Draconith and all that sort of stuff is really interesting. It's what he gave us that's really interesting, I think. Cool. Just got to fix something up. Starting off. It depends what Alexander, hello mate. Yeah, so Care for a Jelly Baby. Something really interesting with Oryx is that they all combine into this army called Big War. So you can actually mix like Iron Jaws and Cruel Boys have been confirmed to be in there as well, and your Iron Jaws all together, like Savage Hawks, Iron Jaws, and Cruel Boys all together in an army called Big War, which is really nice. So there's definitely that, like with Oryx. But really, there's not really any bad choices in Oryx. Oryx are good no matter what. Like they're all trying to do the same sort of thing with Oryx. You're all trying to get up and smash. Like even the Cruel Boys, they just do it a little bit sneakier. I've read some of the War Scrolls. They're really just trying to get and do combat and fight. They're still Oryx at heart. Hey MJ, nice to see you there. We'll see everyone popping in. I was talking to like my local group before. I think we've seen a lot of rules for third edition, but we haven't actually seen the game yet. Like we're missing like we're missing so much information and so much important information with the new edition. Like we haven't seen battle plans, we haven't seen objectives, we haven't seen army construction, we haven't seen just a lot of stuff. So be really interesting to see how all that comes together with the game. No worries, Arnold. I'm glad that was helpful. Amongst all the hatred that's been thrown around on the internet of like stuff, it's just I can't bother being angry about a game I enjoy. Yeah, it is really cool. Like Big War's right up there. It's right up there for me with like Cities and Soulblight do it really well as well. That allow for these very different play styles within a book that all work too. Like that's the most important thing. I think books like Skaven, they don't all work. Like Eshin don't work. Molder works ish, but and Scry is very hit and miss as well. But like the Skaven one, the Auric one, Cities and Soulblight, all work. Gloomspire, another great one. Like Trogs do work. Trogs are fine. They're never going to be like top tier competitive, but they do work. Like the army plays well enough. I'll be interested. Like, I want to see a lot more of the rules. I want to see how the game plays. I'm positive, man, and I think you should. Don't worry. Oh, nice. Trogs are awesome. I love them. I've got a couple of local players that actually play Trogs. We had Trogs on the channel not too. So, Care for a Jelly Baby 3rd goes on pre-order on the 19th and is out on the 3rd. No, I have not read the article about Crusade yet. It probably has just gone live. So, let's go. Well, give me a sec. I'll set up and we'll do a reaction right here. Give me a sec. Alrighty, we'll do a live reaction here for you. Share the screen. All right, we can all see. Yep, cool. All right, fancy a new life, bringing order to the mortal realm. So, blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, new scenery. Oh, that is nice. That new scenery is fire. Wow. Damn. Okay, that new scenery is absolutely amazing. And of course, it's a interview to explore the mortal realms. You know what? We'll watch it. Give me a sec. Put the sound up. Let's have a listen to what he's got to say. I hope you can hear this. Is sound all right?
Hello, my name's Phil Kelly. I am a creative lead in the Age of Sigmar design studio.
So hope sounds all right.
I've experienced a time of great upheaval. As you may know, if you've been paying attention, the Broken Realms saga has seen alliances fracture. It's even seen the land itself crack and quake and split up as these tremendous forces of gods and monsters are unleashed upon the unsuspecting people of the mortal realms. So the story is at a crux point. The lore of Age of Sigmar has developed to the point that we've seen lots of different agendas and different plans and different crusades crashing together as our various protagonists and our grand alliances try and get a bigger piece of the pie. Unfortunately, this has meant a lot of broken alliances, a lot of people having to essentially up their game and really step it up for the next phase of war. Amongst the things we've seen unleashed over the course of the Broken Realms books are Marathi becoming a goddess, which is no small feat, and taking over the city of Anvilgard. We've also seen Be'lakor make his move by breaking a bunch of realm gates, even detonating a couple of the silver towers in order to change the nature of the skies of the mortal realms, or large swathes of the skies. So even the skies are now infected by chaos. It is not a good time to be a mortal wandering in these realms. We also have Kragnos. Kragnos is an elder god from primeval times, way before even the Age of Myth, when Sigmar first came to the mortal realms. He was trapped in a great mountain, Twinhorn Peak, and the spells of Alariel and the elves have essentially sent a surge of life, a tsunami of life energy, and counter to Nagash's Necroquake. Unfortunately, the price they paid for bringing things back to a more positive note was it set free a lot of beasts and a lot of creatures and a lot of entities that were once essentially imprisoned, and Kragnos is one of those. So he's broken free and led a great war, a destruction crusade across the east of Gur, the Gurish heartlands, to the gates of Excelsis. And it did not go well for the city. It was essentially smashed to rubble, and they're now trying their best to rebuild it. And that's where we start our new era of war, the era of the beast. So throughout the developments of these tempestuous times, we've seen our various protagonists having to evolve, having to find new ways to fight in the Broken Realms. And one of those is the Stormcast Eternals. We know for a fact that they had a very hard time fighting against Be'lakor.
This is just some lore video, so he's not actually talking about Crusade in this video, from what I can tell. All right, so we got kicked off something called the Dawnbringers Crusade. Okay, so this is all the lore it's talking about. All right, so this is obviously like Dawners is probably what we're going to be doing like a lot in the Crusade sort of version of it. But man, that terrain is cool. I really like that terrain. Anyway, we can get out of that now. I think we've had a look. Probably towards. Oh yeah, Cities of Sigma. Well, I mean, with Cities of Sigma, we've already been like the rumors are saying that they're looking to like really push Cities of Sigma as a thing in the new edition. So we'll see. I'll be happy if they touch Cities of Sigma again. I mean, they got so much in Broken Realms. So Cities of Sigma got another 4 sub-factions in Broken Realms. Like, let's not forget how much they got. We got Misthaven, Harkoron, Settlers Gain, and Excelsis. We got 4 brand new sub-factions. Battalions as well. Just a ton of stuff. So just heaps of stuff got brought out. Cities is the best. Like, there's just so much going on at the moment. Like, at a point where I'm like struggling to like think like. Luckily, I've just got the Skaven, and the motivation behind them is to get an old army painted. No, I quite like how Cities of Sigma works. I like that it's keyword specific, and the army fights in like nice little power pairs. What I think would be cool for cities, I don't want them to strip out the specific. Or maybe how you do it is you go Wanderer's General gives +1 to hit and again for ranged attacks, right? We'll say that. Wanderer's a unit, and if he gives it to a Wanderer's, it's wholly within 18 inch or something. But if he gives it to anyone else, it's maybe wholly within 12, or it's +1 to hit and reroll ones to hit for Wanderers or something like that. I mean, Cities already has been redone. Like, I don't think you're going to see too much of a War Scroll change for Cities. Cities does really well is the War Scrolls don't need to change in Cities because they've learned how to make new cities interesting and cool. Like, you can use the same models in so many different ways in Cities. It's just such a fun army. At one point, I might have been worried that they'd take a lot of stuff out of Cities. However, how much love Cities got in Broken Realms? Like, there was probably one point where City was just a last hurrah book. However, I think with how the army has gone in general now, it's no longer that sort of thing. Actually, I play with pure armies on the channel on purpose because that's what people like. But I do have quite a few mixed armies in Cities. Misthaven's actually really cool for it. I'm actually building a Misthaven list that's going to have a mix of Dwarden, humans, and Dark Elves, because that's how the lore works and represents. So, I mean, how the rules tell you to play it. So, going to have a cool army there that's going to be mixed. Yeah, I'm working on Mr. That's my Mr. Haven there. That's the Dark and Covenants part of it. We're going to have some of the different Dark Elf factions in there, and then we're going to get some Dispossessed and Free Guild in there as well. Oh, nice. Yeah, the Sorceress is sweet. They're really cool. Like, that model is really cool. And even the old ones, I've managed to track down a couple of the old ones to use in my armies. I do want to do like a full Dark Elf mixed Hallow Heart list. I think it could be really cool and maybe pretty good. That's something I want to try. A Dark and Covens list for Hallow Heart. Yeah. So should probably be a second article coming out. Normally there's 2 articles. There's been 2 articles a day at the moment on Warhammer Community. Sup? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Orc War Clans group, hey? Orcs have been that thing that never really interested me in Age of Sigmar and Warhammer in general. I've never really been interested in orcs until Cruel Boys. I love the Cruel Boys. I think they're wicked. I can't wait to get painting them. No worries, care for James, baby. Have a good day, mate. So yeah, there's been quite a good lot of news, I think, for the new game. I'm hoping we see like some how we play the game stuff soon. Like, we've seen rules, now show us what the game actually is. How are we scoring? How are we doing all this different stuff? That's what I want to know now. Don't forget, if you're watching as well, to drop a like on the video. It helps other people find us and come chat and hang out with us all. But yeah, so Jerome, yeah, in the old world, yeah, Sigma, yeah, sort of took over the body of Karl Franz. Not entirely sure what happened. It was Karl Franz, and suddenly there was Sigma. Yeah, there will certainly be rebalanced war scrolls, and there'll certainly be points adjustments to things as well. Look, not everything will be perfect on launch. It's hard to balance a game this massive with this many different factors that come into it. There will be winners and there will be losers. That is just a fact of what Warhammer is as a game. All I can hope is, I don't care if my army's not top tier competitive. I hope that my army plays the game, though, and allows me to play the game. Warhammer will never be perfectly balanced ever, and I don't think there'll always be haves and have-nots. Yeah, like I think Skywardens, you made a really good point. Like spears, like may very well be like a massive bonus for Skywardens. I want to give them a try as well. Barracks on, maybe it could be pretty cool. Give Skywardens a bonus. I have a KO army there. I was going to put it to people next week. Maybe I might try a 48-hour challenge or 24-hour challenge next week. Nice. Yeah, I might do a 24-hour challenge next week, or in one of the upcoming weeks. Maybe we'll do it on the day of like Age of Sigmar's launch or something like that. Though I do have a 2,500 point event coming up that I need to get an army painted for. That I will probably be painting. That hopefully I might be able to get these Skaven done for. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it works, and in competitive play, it is a list to play. Like, and there's nothing wrong with playing that in competitive play, because that's the thing. But like I play against a really good KO player. A bit like Kron's a really good KO player, but he tries different things when like we play games. He doesn't always bring the kill list. Saying Fallen, no, so probably like just a mixed Skaven army. Painting up my own scheme for them. It'll probably be like a lot of Molder and a lot of Scryer units. Yeah, all depends what these core battalions are. I hope that like drops no longer affect who goes first. I think other things. Or that battalions don't affect drops, like they don't become one drop. I'm on my last 10 with the cloth. Oh, nice. Do love me some Nighthaunt. Nice. Yeah, I really do hope that like they don't affect drops. I think that could be like a great way to level them. Nice. Even here, I've missed a couple of helmets. Yeah, like Olinda looks really nice with the new battalions and stuff and the sub allegiances. Yeah, like the more time. Yeah, I wish they were a little bit more survivable. Manfred really is. Neferata's spell makes her very survivable, though. I will say that. Also, don't forget Neferata and Manfred will have access to the Finest Hour ability as well to get +1 save for a turn, for a phase, I think. So they definitely will have like some really good survivability going forward, I think, in the new edition. New article came with Slaves to Darkness. All right, cool. Oh, this is cool. Cool, grand strategy. That's cool. I like how this. That's really interesting. So we're starting to see that we're going to have other ways to score points. I like this. I honestly didn't think we were going to get a new one, judging on how it's part of the Flesh Eater Court range as well. They would have released those books pretty close together if they were going to do that, I would think. And it's probably not the kit the most in dire need of an upgrade. Like, everything that got it needed it far more than that Zombie Dragon did. Alrighty. Well, it's been lovely, guys, but I have work really early tomorrow morning, so I'm going to love yous and leave yous tonight, a little bit earlier than planned, but I hope you've all had a good day. Thank you for coming, hanging out and hobbying, and I will be back on Friday night chatting with you all, having a good time. So until then, everyone, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey